Hello and welcome to this latest video from eWardWinning Outdoors at ewardwinning94.wordpress.com. I'm going to be doing an experiment this time. When I was a kid, probably 10 or thereabouts, my dad was a high school biology teacher, and he one summer decided to try several natural recipes with things that grew in this area. And one of them he did was sumac tea. And I was out hunting this evening and not finding any wild game, but there was a lot of sumac around, and I thought, I'm going to try making some sumac tea. So I harvested some of the red berries, which you can see here, and in just a minute I'll show you what the plant looks like. And then I'm going to try a couple different methods I found online for actually making the tea. So stay tuned over the next couple of minutes and we'll try a couple different techniques, and when it's all said and done, I'm going to try them both and see if I like the results and if one method was better than the other. This is a sumac plant with the clusters of dark red berries and the compound leaves with multiple leaflets directly opposite each other on the stem. But anytime you're going to make anything from wild stuff, you should always be very, very certain of your identification. I knew what this was, and I still verified it by using the Seek app just to make sure that there wasn't something else that looked close in the area where I'm collecting the berries. So the two methods I found for making sumac tea, one was basically a cold brew where you would put the berries in some cold water and let them soak all night, and then the other was boiling. And since the cold version will take all night, I'm going to do that the first evening. And then tomorrow morning I will make the boiled version and sample them both side by side. I went ahead and separated the berries from the stems. I don't know if you have to do that or not, but I did. I figured that would make it a little easier to be fair between the two methods because I want to use the same amount of berries in each. So I've got about a half a cup of berries here, and I'm just going to scoop them into the water. I'd already used this measuring cup to measure out 4 cups of water, which is what one of the recipes I found recommended. So I'm going to use that same amount of water for both methods. So here they're in the water, they're covered. I'm going to put them in the fridge and let them soak all night. And then tomorrow morning we will try the boiling method and sample both side by side. Okay, for the second phase of this experiment, I'm going to try the boiling method of making sumac tea. Last night, although it was just about a minute or two ago for those of you watching, I started some in this smaller pot here, put it in cold water, and kept it in the fridge overnight to soak. We'll see that in a few minutes. I now have 4 cups of water, which I brought to a boil, because I'm very confident that even my most faithful viewers have something better to do with their day than to just sit and watch water boil. So I got that started before I actually started the video. I have, again, about a half a cup of sumac berries here that I'm going to mix in. Get them all out of there using the same amount of water and the same amount of berries to try to ensure that the comparison is valid. I'm going to let that boil for 5 minutes, and then I will let it cool off video. And once it cools and I can actually drink it and have them at approximately the same temperature for a fair comparison, then we will come back and see what the results are. Okay, we're just about ready for the moment of truth here. I've got this set up with my pan that had the boiled in it, the pan that was just allowed to sit overnight. I've got 4 glasses here. 2 of them have a tablespoon of sugar in them because several things I read indicated that you might want to add some sweetener. 2 of them have nothing in them. And I've got a strainer here so I can hopefully strain out the berries and any twiggy stuff or anything that's not what I want to drink. And don't know how well it shows up on the video there, but that is actually almost pure water. There's no color whatsoever to the stuff that just sat overnight. I'll still give it a try here, but that looks pretty pointless actually. So I've got those there. I'm spilling stuff on the table, but that doesn't matter. I can always clean that up later. Okay, now to do the boiled tea. Again, I'll pour it through the strainer here to filter out any actual berries or twiggy stuff or whatever. And I'll hold this up to the camera in just a moment, but there's definitely some color to that. Whether it's anything more than just some color, who knows? We'll find out in a moment. Okay, two things I observed pretty readily. One is the distinct difference in color, and hopefully you can see that. This one is pretty much just pure water, and this one actually kind of looks like tea. The other thing is, and this won't really show up on camera, but the boiled one, there's almost no liquid left over after I pour 2 glasses. The one that just sat overnight is still mostly, there's still quite a bit of water in there. So I'm going to stir that sugar a little bit. Get rid of that spoon. Stir that sugar a little bit. Get rid of that spoon. And then I will sit down here so you can see any weird facial expressions I may make, and we'll give them a try one after the other. So the sat all night tastes like water. There's absolutely no flavor whatsoever to it, and really no coloration. The boiled, that actually tastes like tea. Not bad. I kind of expected it maybe to be really tart or bitter, but really not bad. Kind of tastes like tea. This is the sugar water that sat all night, and it tastes like sugar water. Belongs in a hummingbird feeder more than a beverage. And this would be the sweetened sumac tea, the boiled. And that's really not bad at all. So given that comparison, I would absolutely go with the boiling method for 3 reasons actually. One is it actually made tea. The sitting all night did pretty much nothing. I will note that all the berries just floated on top, so they didn't really have as much water contact to transfer anything, but it's pointless. It was just pure water when I was done. But the boiling it actually made tea. It made it a whole lot faster because you don't have to sit all night waiting on it. And the other thing I was thinking of is I was picking berries off. I actually wound up a little spider crawling around inside the cup of berries that I took outside, so he can help reduce the bug population. But boiling it would have the advantage as well that if there was any impurities, dirt, bugs, whatever, it would help to eliminate those. So given that, I'd say boiling sumac berries for 5 minutes is a pretty viable way to make sumac tea. It's not a bad tasting beverage. I read some stuff online that says it has a lot of antioxidants and vitamins and stuff in it. I cannot verify that. I don't make any health claims about it. But berries are typically considered to be a pretty healthful food. So given that, I'd call it a successful experiment, and I would say that the boiling method wins out absolutely hands down over the letting it sit all night and soak. Hope you enjoyed this. If you would, please hit the like button down below, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, home improvements, travels, hints, hacks, fishing, various stuff, a lot of wildlife videos, hit that subscribe button down below, and you'll be sure not to miss out next time. Meanwhile, I appreciate you watching. If you feel like trying this, or if you've done sumac tea yourself and you have any hints, feel free to drop a comment down below and let us know what worked for you. Thanks.